First at 4, former rivals meet at the White House. What President Obama and President-elect Donald Trump are saying after this historic get-together. Paula.
Harmless kids play or something more sinister? You decide when you see video of middle schoolers chanting, "Build that wall, build that wall."
We are near a record with all this sunshine, but don't get too used to it. Things changing for the weekend, Karen.
And later, one mother's stand on medical marijuana means she loses custody of her 2 children. Those stories and more right now, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the transfer of power begins at the White House, even as one of Donald Trump's most controversial plans causes a new controversy at a local school. Take a look. This was the scene at the White House just a few hours ago. President Obama welcoming President-elect Donald Trump to the Oval Office. The 2 men have had a bitter rivalry for years now, vowing to work together for the good of the country. Meantime, we'll have more from the White House in a minute, but first I want to have you take a look at this video. Students at a Royal Oak school caught on camera chanting, "Build that wall." As our Paula Tutman reports, some parents are pulling their kids out of class, and the school district is responding.
The incident happened at lunch yesterday, but clearly, even today, it still has some emotional charge. Kids being mischievous and harmless, or something deeper? This is students' cell phone video from Royal Oak Middle School, in which a group of children began marching and chanting, "Build that wall, build that wall." And while some see it as only kid stuff,
it's middle schoolers and they're juvenile, their opinions aren't fully formed, and there's a reason why you have to be 18 to vote.
Others, like Jacqueline Choate, see it as a dangerous slide into the acceptance of bullying and bigotry.
But it's just not in keeping with my Christian values to be that kind of a mean-spirited person.
And today, after receiving an urgent text message from her 13-year-old, she stormed to the school.
He said someone might start, the police are here because they think someone might start some bad stuff at the school, and I feel unsafe here.
As she stopped to talk to us, District Superintendent Sean Lewis-Lakin walked by.
My son doesn't feel safe in that school because of what's been going on.
We're working hard with them right now to, we made sure that there was a chance this morning for kids to have dialogue in classrooms. I mean, our goal is for every student to feel safe, supported, valued.
I have a white son. Why is he scared?
Well, you say you have a white son, why is he scared? No child should be scared.
Right, no, obviously. But I'm saying if he feels unsafe, I can't even imagine what our minority students are feeling. Anytime
there's a comment or an action that causes a student to experience pain or to feel unsafe or unvalued, it is serious and it deserves a full response.
Nathan said he was afraid because the social media post of the video has now spawned other talk inside the school. So why did you feel unsafe? Help me make sure that this isn't just you wanting to get out of school for the day.
Well, from what I heard is that there are people on Facebook and YouTube commenting that people are gonna bomb the school and shoot up the school and stuff like that.
Okay, important to say there has been no threat like that whatsoever. I did ask the superintendent if there had been disciplinary action for the students doing the chanting. He says he can't comment on that one, but this was important enough to send a note out to parents to put them on alert. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
A lot of parents concerned over in Royal Oak. All right. Thank you, Paula. Now, let's get back to the presidential meeting at the White House. It was only expected to last about 10 or 15 minutes, but ended up going an hour and a half. Devin joins us now in the newsroom. And Devin, to be on a fly on the wall and for that conversation.
Would have been something for these two, isn't it? Such a history between them. President Obama said he was encouraged, though, by his conversation with President-elect Trump and called the Oval Office meeting one that was wide-ranging. Today's meeting marked the first time time the two have actually met. It comes after Trump spent years challenging the Obama administration. President Obama also criticized Trump during the campaign, going so far as to call him unfit to serve as commander-in-chief. And now here they are. The two, at least publicly, say they're putting aside their differences and working together to ensure a smooth transition of power.
My number one priority in the coming 2 months is to try to facilitate a transition that ensures our president-elect is successful.
We discussed a lot of different situations, some wonderful and some difficulties. I very much look forward to dealing with the president in the future, including counsel.
As the two try to show unity, not everyone ready to accept the results. Los Angeles, one of many cities that held protests, and more demonstrations are now expected this week. Meantime, back in our nation's capital, First Lady Michelle Obama also met privately with Melania Trump, Donald Trump's wife, while Vice President Joe Biden will meet with the Vice President-elect Mike Pence. That's supposed to happen still later today. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Devin. In other news this afternoon, another top story out of Melvindale, where a 3-year-old boy is found beaten, hiding in a closet. The man who was supposed to be taking care of him is now in police custody. Police say his mother found him at this house on Dearborn Street with bruises and a bump on his head. Officers arrested a 42-year-old man from Allen Park. We're told he is the mother's ex-husband and he has an extensive criminal history. So far, no charges have been filed. Police over in Bloomfield Township need your help this afternoon to find 2 men who stole credit card information and then used it at a pet supply store. Both incidents happened at the Pet Supplies Plus on Telegraph. Take a look at your screen. Here is a photo of the first guy officers are looking for. He was at the store on October 15th and used 2 different cards to make purchases. Now, here is a photo of the second man police are looking for. He was at the store in early September. If you happen to recognize these men, please call Bloomfield Township Police. Time now for our first look at the forecast. Things look pretty nice out there, Ben.
I should say so, Karen. A lot of sunshine out there. Remember, our record high today is 68, and we're at 63 right now, so just 5 degrees away from that. Probably won't break it, but always nice to get near a record, especially this time of year as we head into the second half of November. Freezing start for the weekend. We'll look at some of those numbers for Saturday and Sunday morning coming up. Maybe a little bit of a sort of warm up as we head into next week. But the one thing that's missing from our forecast is a single drop of rain. We will look at an increasingly dry outlook in a few minutes. Karen.
Thank you, Ben. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines all around the world today. Let's start over in Pennsylvania, where 1 police officer is dead and another is in the hospital at this hour after an ambush shooting. Investigators say the 2 officers were responding to a domestic dispute about 3 in the morning. As they approached the home, a man fired multiple shots. 1 officer was killed. The other was flown to a Pittsburgh hospital. Police found the suspected gunman dead inside that house. And check out this high-speed chase over in California. This happened late Wednesday night as the biker wove in and out of traffic for miles before crashing into the side of a white car. The biker tried to run away and even threw his helmet at the cops, but was tracked down moments later when police cornered him in an alley. No word on any charges. Gay marriage could be spreading to Asia. Taiwan is moving closer and closer to becoming the first Asian country to legalize same-sex marriage. Lawmakers are currently working on 3 bills for marriage equality. The first could be approved within months. The movement is gaining momentum thanks to support from that country's first woman president. Ahead first at 4, Starbucks holiday cups. Remember when critics said they weren't festive enough? Well, what a difference a year makes. Also, a mother gives her daughter marijuana and faces criminal charges. Why she says she was doing the right thing. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Karen. Shorter days, less sunshine. You probably heard they could take a toll on your mental health. Up next, why it's really important to understand the symptoms of SAD and who's most at risk.
The Stuff coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Getting into a top college these days has never been tougher, but there's a hidden secret shared by recruiters and experts your son or daughter probably doesn't even know about.
All right, thank you, Sandra. Let's talk good health today. Are you starting to feel the effects of our shorter days, from driving home in the dark to seeing less sunlight overall? Well, it can really take a toll on our mental health. Let's bring in Kimberly Gill with a closer look at the impact.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. It's called Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD. It's that depressed feeling many experience when the days get shorter and the weather turns colder. Well, today we find out why experts say it's important to understand the symptoms and who's most at risk. While you may associate seasonal affective disorder with the dark days of winter, experts say the symptoms actually start in the fall for most people.
The lack of sunlight also directly affects the level of serotonin in your system. And serotonin is a brain chemical that's linked to depression.
Psychologist Dr. Joseph Rock of the Cleveland Clinic says the lack of light can also impact your sleep.
And the other thing that happens with the decreased sunlight, it disturbs the balance of melatonin in your system. And melatonin is something that regulates your sleep-wake cycle and also regulates mood.
Symptoms of SAD include a decreased motivation, increase in appetite, irritability, and forgetfulness. Dr. Rock says it usually takes a few years for people affected by SAD to recognize it. Women are at greatest risk, as are younger people and those who live in cities with less sunshine. To reduce the risk, get as much light as possible. Using a light therapy box can help, as can keeping the curtains open to get more natural light. Dr. Rock says the best thing you can do is to get outside and to get moving.
Get exercise. Of course, that's something you always ought to do, but it's particularly important if you have seasonal affective disorder. And the other thing is to make sure that you get outside and do things whether you feel like doing it or not.
Yep, get out and get moving. Dr. Rock also stresses if you're feeling really down or very negative, or if your feelings begin to get in the way of how you function, it's really time to seek the help of a professional. But as you said, just get out, get moving. Something that you do, I notice you've got a lamp in your office.
Yeah, do you notice that? Because I don't have any windows.
No windows, exactly. So little things like that really help.
You know what, I also do a diffuser with those essential oils.
Yeah,
some people believe in it and not, but you know, you get that scent and that kind of changes things too.
Absolutely. Every little bit helps.
All right, thanks, Kim. I'll talk about dealing with the change of seasons. Take a look at the snow in Sweden. Snow started falling after midnight local time, and nearly 2 inches quickly covered parts of central Sweden. Residents were expecting a nasty rush hour this morning. Meteorologists expect the snow, the wind, and the sleet to get worse over the next 24 hours. And I'm smiling only because it's not us. It's always fun when it's somewhere else, but you know it's going to come. But in the meantime, I know. It's pretty nice today.
It is. We get a lot of sunshine out there, which helps with everybody's mood.
Yes.
The longer we can hold on to the sun, the better. And we will get to see a lot of El Sol here over the next 7 days. What you do notice, you can see down here in the water, the winds are whipping around. Southwest winds, 23 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 right now. And we told you at the top of the broadcast, we are just 5 degrees off of a record for this time of year with plenty of sunshine. That's going to continue. The skies, clear skies, are going to continue into tonight. You can tell that here on the satellite. In fact, when you widen out and look at a U.S. view, it is just amazing about how much of the country is just cloud-free right now. We've got a few here in the Northeast, a little bit more in the Pacific Northwest, and some more down across the Lone Star State. But in between, high pressure is definitely in control and will be that way for the foreseeable future. Now, there is going to be a cold front come through, but it's going to be on the dry side of things. And tomorrow, with the winds coming off of Lake Huron, that is going to spread some clouds, mainly in our north zone and parts of our metro zone. If you're in the west or south, chances are you're going to get a little bit more in the way of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. But the cold air is coming with that front, even if there isn't a whole lot of moisture. And you're going to notice a difference with temperatures, not only in the afternoons, but especially in the mornings as we head into the upcoming weekend. So forecast tonight, lows will be right around 42 degrees, and the clouds going to be building after midnight as that front approaches. But again, we're not anticipating any precipitation with it. Here's what the highs are going to look like tomorrow. After getting near a record today, we're going to struggle to hit 50 in the afternoon tomorrow. Here's your metro zone numbers: 49 in Warren. Romulus, you'll be at that number 2, and probably 50 downriver by tomorrow. South zone temperatures will be very close to that mark. In fact, just about everybody at 50, maybe slightly cooler here in Carlton, Milan, and Belleville. North of Michigan Avenue in our west zone, high temperatures upper 40s tomorrow. Manchester, Fenton, Milford, Novi, all in the upper 40s. And in our north zone, Slightly cooler, but not by much. We're not going to see a huge difference in temperatures tomorrow. 46 in Sandusky, Marlette, and Lexington, with those numbers getting just a little bit milder down here. Northern end of Macomb County, I should say. Romeo and Richmond at 47 by tomorrow afternoon. Morning lows will get cold. 30 for that start on Saturday, so everybody going below freezing. But look at how much sunshine we're going to get to trade in as we get into the afternoon. That'll help us get to 48, but that's as warm as we'll get on Saturday. A little bit milder on Sunday, and we'll be pretty close to the average as we get into next week. But still, no rain in the forecast, but we do have a pretty good amount of sunshine all the way through Thursday of next week. Karen?
We are following breaking news in Independence Township right now. Take a look at your screen. Oh my goodness, the truck has caught fire at a gas station on Dixie Highway, just south of Mabee Road. So far, no word of injuries or exactly how the fire started. But again, a truck catches fire at Independence Township. Then that has started a fire at a gas station. Crews are on the scene. Now we've got Sky 4 up above. We can see that fire has been now put under control, but obviously people are trying to exactly figure out exactly what happened with that situation. It looks like there's a garbage truck right there, and crews are on the scene. That fire now is under control at Independence Township at that gas station, and we'll of course have more information as it comes into our newsroom. Let's talk about this story. It's trending right now. This mom is facing criminal charges today after giving her 3-year-old daughter marijuana, but she says she was only trying to help the little girl. Natalie Kelsey Osborne is getting support from groups calling for medical marijuana reform, but she's lost custody of her child.
Something I'm gonna fight for. I'm not gonna give up until I have them back home where they've been begging me to be.
Kelsey Osborne and her supporters protested outside Child Protective Services in Boise, Idaho. She says she gave her daughter a smoothie made with marijuana butter to ease the girl's seizures and hallucinations. But Child Protective Services says in Idaho, marijuana is only legal for children with epilepsy, and they must be pre-approved. Kelsey Osborne has supervised visits with her kids, but vows to keep fighting. Well, Starbucks critics have won the battle over holiday cups. We told you about this a couple weeks ago, and you guessed it, Ben. You were right about these red cups coming back. You may remember last year, critics were concerned the design was too neutral and not Christmassy enough. Well, this year, the chain asked the public to submit their own designs, and they include reindeer, Christmas lights, and snowflakes. 13 different designs were created by 13 women from 6 different countries.
Well, good. Now we can go back to arguing about something a
little bit more important
than that.
Yes, I like that. All right, ahead, first at 4, a Veterans Day surprise that could get you choked up. This school assembly goes from simply patriotic to unforgettable for one military family. We've got that coming up next.
Get ready.
Do you know what this is? I have no idea.
The Defenders exposing ways kids, spouses, and others are hiding things on their cell phones.
Can I show you just for safety?
And with a few clicks, what we can discover about you.
But it also tracks the date and the time.
That's scary.
Okay.
15 visits recorded.
It's a Defenders special report tonight at 11.
Helping people get.
Carmen, I'm certainly going to miss seeing your smiling face here in our newsroom. That's exactly why I'm going to leave this picture of you here on my desk so I can admire it every single day. You know, we've worked together for about 16 years now, and I'm going to let you in on a secret. I've developed what I call the Carmen test. You see, I wait to see your reaction after my story airs, and if you react positively, well, then I feel like I've done my job. Because the truth is that you have inspired all of us to be better journalists, better reporters, and most importantly, better ambassadors for the city we all love, Detroit. Carmen, I wish you all the best, and I know the best is yet to come.
Oh, Hank.
So sad.
I can't believe it's our last day tomorrow.
I know. We see her in the green room every morning, or every afternoon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we do have a story to end on for First at 4.
Right.
A father serving overseas surprises his 2 children by coming home just in time for Veterans Day.
What? The two boys in Connecticut were shown a video of their father who was stationed in Africa. They thought the school was honoring all of the veteran family members of students.
Well, as you can see, when they spotted Dad walking into the gym, they were like, what? They couldn't believe it.
That never gets old, seeing
I know. Every time I see that video, I get all teary.
And they always look just so smart.
Well, thank you so much for spending part of your day with us for First at 4. We will be back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. And meantime, Inside Edition is next.